Hey guys, I just hit my 7-iron around 205 yards and I gave it a very effortless golf swing. So in today's lesson video, I'm going to talk about how we could gain distance and how we could throw the golf club towards the target to create that effortless speed and power. I'm going to talk about the #1 reason why amateur golfers lack distance, and if you fix this one single problem, I guarantee you we're going to increase our distance with our irons and woods and our driver, so please watch to the end of this video. So the #1 reason why amateur golfers lack distance is because they have a really big hit impulse at impact. What I mean by that is that at impact, if you try to make contact with the golf ball, we're going to stop our body's rotation and we're going to stand up and we're going to actually physically try to hit the golf ball with the end of the club head in this manner right here. So if you try to make contact with the golf ball, all of our body's rotation and all of our energy is going to stop towards the golf ball, and that's what leads to that dreaded flip motion and that early release scoop motion that everyone really hates. So if you want to gain distance, what we have to learn is that the whole golf swing is a continuous motion. I know some tour professionals look like they actually pause at the top, but it's just because of really good sequencing. Even if the golf club feels like and looks like it pauses at the top, if you take a look at tour professionals and their lower body and their pelvis, it's actually moving towards the target, even if it feels like the club head is stopping at the top of the backswing. So if you look at tour professionals, there is a couple that comes in mind, like a Matsuyama or like a Cam Young, that actually pauses at the top, but that's 1 or 2 out of a couple thousand tour professionals. So if you look at tour professionals, the one thing that amateur golfers should always follow is that the golf swing should always be a continuous motion moving back and forth in this position right here. So what I'm getting at is that if you have a hit impulse and if you try to hit the golf ball, all of our speed is going to crash down and we're not going to have that effortless throwing motion towards the target. So a really good drill to help with that is that if you get into just your normal golf stance, from this position, if you get into a post-impact position where my lead arm of the golf club is in a straight line, and from the face-on golf swing, if we get into a position where the club head is on the outside part of my hands, not behind my hands, but on the outside part of my hands, and the logo of my golf club, if I had one, it's going to slightly point towards the ground. And if you take a look at the club face, it's not going to be toe up, it's going to be slightly turned over towards the ground to roughly around 45 degrees in this position right here. This is what I would call a post-impact position, a really good post-impact position. So if we get into a post-impact position that I just talked about, and if I make a backswing, then from this position, if I just get back into that post-impact position, I guarantee you we're going to hit the golf ball a far ways, because we're not early releasing scooping at impact. Because if we early release and scoop at impact, as you can see here, the logo of my golf club is actually going to point up towards the sky and not towards the ground. We're not going to have this supinated motion. So if we supinate and have this really good tour-like release, and if we get into that position where the club head is on the outside part of my hands, from this position, if we go to top of our backswing and get right back into that position without pausing to hit the golf ball, I guarantee you're going to hit the golf ball a far ways right from the start. So from this position, try to get rid of that hit impulse. It doesn't matter where the ball goes, just from this position, we're going to go top of our backswing, and we're going to get straight back into that position, and no matter what, we're not going to stop for the golf ball. Even for this shot, I just hit a small little 7-iron, golf ball went around 182 yards, just because I didn't stop for the golf ball. So one more time, we're going to go get into that post-impact position, then from this position, we're going to make a backswing, then we're going to get right back into that post-impact position, and we're not going to stop for the golf ball. Now from this position, I hit the golf ball around 200 yards. So what I'm trying to get at here is that we have to have a continuous motion. We have to go back and forth with a continuous motion, and we can't stop for the golf ball. I know everyone wants to make contact with the golf ball, but if you just forget about the golf ball and just make a golf swing, get into that post-impact position without stopping for the golf ball, I guarantee you our club head speed is going to go up, and the compression and the contact is also going to be there because we got into that really good post-impact release feel. So if you combine that post-impact release feel, this feel right here, without stopping towards the golf ball, I guarantee you we're going to get into really good positions at impact because we're not forcing anything. We're just throwing the club into that post-impact position without stopping towards the golf ball, and I guarantee you we're going to have better contact with that new release. So if you like the lesson video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And if you have any other questions, please leave a comment below. And for in-person or online lessons, I'll leave all the information in the description below. Thanks, guys.